Yo, what's going on, y'all? Thank y'all for tuning to another episode of Last Sports Talk. I hope that y'all been having a great week. It's been a very sad and unfortunate week for me. I suffered 2 losses from 2 of my football teams in college and NFL, but you know what? I'm just gonna leave it at that because this is not this is not a football podcast today. This is sports and basketball season has officially started on Tuesday. And y'all know that I always have somebody here doing this podcast with me. I don't be doing it by myself. I do things on my own, but I don't do it by myself. But for today, we got a new guest on the show. My cousin, we call him Perk, Big Perky, whatever you want to call him, Percocet, whatever you want to call him. So Perk, introduce yourself to the people, man. Let them know who you is.
What's up? I'm Perk. I'm the manager in Broward County. Stick to the models, managing models and stuff. Right now, I'm on my sport analyst things with Vlad today. Glad for having me today.
No problem, man. It's all good to have you, man. Hey, like you said, we family, right? So it's always best to do it with family and the people that you love. So before we get into the topics, man, how was your week, man? I want to ask you how your week was before first and forehand.
Like sport-wise or personal-wise? Because you feel me? The teams that I've been losing to too, because we got the same team. Sport-wise, it ain't been good, but it ain't a really bad week. Besides the sports stuff, how about you?
Like you said, sport-wise, not too good. I'm happy I don't play the bookie. I know you play the bookie. I don't, so I'm not touching that. But personal-wise, it's going. It's going, man. It's about to be November soon. 2022 is about to be up on us. So, hey, man, whatever you're doing in life, man, just keep on grinding and keep on doing what you're doing.
Sure, you too.
Most definitely. Appreciate it, fam. So, to hop into these topics, man, as I don't told y'all already, the NBA already tipped off its 75th season. And Perk, I know you're a big basketball fan. I mean, I love basketball, but football is my first love. But for you, since you love basketball, how excited are you that basketball is officially back?
Man, I'm not gonna lie. Ever since COVID and stuff, like Adam Silver, I'm gonna say he did a good job. Like I heard, like it was been 3 seasons and 24 months. Like he fit. That's crazy. But even though the NBA Finals not that long ago, I'm glad it's back. You feel me? Bookie about to get crazy again. Fantasy team. How about you? How you feeling?
So you sure you want to play the bookie, bro? Again with this? Hey, man, I don't know, bro, because you look like you've been having good luck with this bookie now. Hey, I'm just saying, do you sure you feel comfortable with doing this?
I don't know. The people that be doing off season like workouts, they be showing me stuff like people hitting jumpers now and stuff. Like they got me anxious. Like damn, I want to put the bookie on him, but it never works out. I be getting too greedy.
I hope you can fall into that Ben Simmons videos that these people to be showing you on Instagram. I'm just saying, bro, don't fall into that, bro. Don't fall into that. But I mean, I'm happy basketball is. I mean, we're all sports fans at the end of the day. So whether it's football, basketball, I'm starting to get into baseball a little bit too. But sport, yeah, man, you feel? I had this for a little minute, but you know, every time I go out, people always ask me who's my favorite Marlins player, and I just be stuck because I don't know any Marlins player. But it's okay, though. I'm gonna get there. But I love basketball too, just as much as my cousin Perk does. And it's great to see basketball back because we have new people with new teams. You know, we got, like you said, Perk. I mean, what you said coming back in like 24 months that they played basketball.
I might be wrong, but like it says something like that time frame.
No, that's outstanding. That's outstanding. Adam Silver, what he does, nobody can reciprocate that. He is one of the best people to lead like an organization over all sports. Like you look at Roger Goodell and all of these other owners that own the organizations. Adam Silver is definitely at the top of that list. But whoever y'all rooting for, whether it's the Heat, the Bucks, the Lakers, Nets, whoever y'all team is, root for y'all team until the end. Don't jump ship. Don't switch ship. Stick with your team. That's all I'm going to stick with your team. So to move on to the next topic, Per, because I know you've been keeping a close eye on what's been going on in Philly, and so have I. This Ben Simmons thing is getting out of hand, bro. I mean, Ben comes back. Apparently, he has a phone in his pocket. I don't know if that's true or not. Apparently, he has a phone in his pocket. He's not practicing like how he's supposed to practice. He's away from the team now because of back soreness. And now Daryl Morey is saying that it's going to take 4 years to resolve him getting traded, which is his remaining contract. Let me ask you 2 questions. The first question is, if you was Ben Simmons, how would you go about this? And the second thing is, how do you think Philly should handle this situation?
Man, I think Ben Simmons did all he do. You feel me? He might as well do what Will Smith did in that theme song for Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Get his mom out of there. And what's the second question again?
The Sixers coach?
What Sixers should do? What was
how the Sixers should handle this situation, yeah.
Man, honestly, like, the player itself, Ben Simmons, and the organization, like he already showed like he don't care. You feel me? He not in the huddle, dribbling the ball out in the huddle, coming in, phone in the pocket, probably coming practice late. Now you feel me? I feel like they should let him go, but I know like he's a good, valuable piece, but I'm you feel me? I know it's hard to let go, but you feel me? It's not gonna work out because if he stays the whole season, and you said the 4 years, like it's not gonna be good vibes. Like it's gonna turn ugly. So I'm gonna say just take this L. But you feel me? If you have a situation, good fail and get him traded, get him out of there.
So do you see a team that Ben can go to? Because they're saying that he's hurting his trade stock and teams don't want to trade for him. But let's say if you was a GM, would you trade for Ben? And do you see a team that Ben could possibly be on?
Honestly, I could see Ben like any good shooting team. Like I'm not gonna say he's a Giannis, but like he could play make like a Giannis
Okay.
or like a LeBron. But I'm not saying he's LeBron, but like playmaking wise, like because you feel me, the Embiid situation, like him and Embiid clogging the paint, like I can't see him play for the 76ers no more because he said he can't play with Embiid.
That's true.
Lakers, that's already out of the picture because you feel me, no shooting. But they was talking about the Nets though. Nets, if he would go to the Nets, I would switch his position to power forward. Like I feel like that James Harden and Ben Simmons pick and roll duo might be nice. Yeah.
So you basically have been for Kyrie.
You feel me? I like Kyrie more, but if it was a team for everybody to be happy, like everybody be happy, I feel like that would work out because you feel me? Kyrie, that's probably gonna be another topic we talk about, but
Yeah.
that's a little something this ugly too. So might as well trade these two players. You don't like it?
I just can't see. I don't know, man. I don't know because ideally it works in my head. Like I see, okay, because the 76ers will have a great point guard in Kyrie Irving, and like
Yeah.
you said, Ben moving to Brooklyn, he could just switch positions because James Harden is going to run that point guard position.
Unless they turn James Harden to a spot up shooter.
Nah,
Yeah.
I doubt that. Let James play. Let James do him. But I don't know, man, because you really think Kyrie would be willing to? Because he already said if he gets traded, he's going to retire. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I mean, you can answer that if you want to, but me personally, I don't know.
I know NBA is a business, but I'm not gonna lie. If it wasn't for Kyrie, there would be no James Harden or KD like on the Nets. So like he's the one that really established this. So I seen teams backstab like they favorite or best players. I know Kyrie's not gonna be happy with it. I know Ben's gonna be happy with it, but I know the Nets organization, the 76ers organization, everybody be happy with, but probably not Kyrie. But then again, Kyrie was the one that built the Nets because you feel me. They could have went to New York.
Yeah, the Knicks.
You feel me? So Kyrie really was the one that glued this together. So he'll probably be the only unhappy one.
I mean, going back to this Ben situation, man, like you have said, man, it's time to let go. It's time to look. This is not this ain't gonna end well. Like Perk said, this is not gonna end well at all for both sides. Honestly, Ben ain't happy. The 76ers ain't happy. Joel Embiid still talking out his mouth. You know, there are some things I do agree with Joel on. I'm not gonna say I disagree with him on everything, but there are some things I agree with him on. But there's just some things that you can't say to the media, bro, because you already see the situation that Ben is in. And with Ben, I mean, you kind of put yourself in this position too, because like you said, Perk, I mean, he has everything except for a jump shot. That's the only thing that's hindering you from being in this type of position. Like if you had a jump shot, no problem. We would not be on this conversation right now. But for Ben, if I was Ben Simmons, look, honestly speaking, I will hold a team meeting. I don't want the media around. Fuck the cameras. I don't want none of that. I'm gonna hold a team meeting. I want everybody to be there. And I'm gonna say, look, I know I'm gonna put this out there in the air. Some of y'all I'm cool with. Some of y'all I don't give a fuck about. Joel and Doc to be in particular. I'm gonna just put that out there. I'm like, look, y'all already know what the deal is. I know what the deal is. I don't want to be here any much longer than I have to. I'll play because at the end of the day, Perk, you know me, bro. You know I like spending bread. You know I don't want to get fined. I don't want to lose no money. None of that. But at the end of the day, if I gotta play, I'll play a couple of games until it's time for me to get out of here. So after we have this team meeting, once the goose is out of the bag, let's go about our business. We don't gotta be buddy because you must be out your rabbit ass mind if you're trying to invite me for dinner or come over to watch a movie night. I'm not doing that. And how Philly should handle this situation, Daryl Morey, you tripping. 4 years to resolve this, bro? You really want to keep Ben Simmons around those fans in Philadelphia for 4 years? Come on, bro. We all know that Philadelphia has the worst fans in
Ever.
sports history.
Them the niggas go at it though.
Yeah.
They go at it.
Exactly. Philadelphia has the worst fan, like whether it's football, basketball, like Philadelphia has one of the worst fan bases to be in. And like I said, man, it's time. It's just time. It's just time to let go because this is not going to end well for anybody. This is it. I like what you said about that Brooklyn trade, but uh, I'm not gonna lie. I would have liked to see Ben with the Warriors, but the Sixers was asking for too much. I feel like they're being greedy and asking for too much.
What they asked for?
They asked for what I remember was James Wiseman, Andrew Wiggins, and I think it was 4 first rounders for Ben Simmons. That's what I think. If I remember correctly, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I remember reading that report on, and I was like, no, you're smoking crack.
Thing is about the Warriors, they like playing small ball too. So Ben was probably playing like a power forward. They probably put Draymond at the 5.
But it kind of like this kind of because I mean to me, don't you think Ben and Draymond is like the same player basically?
Basically the same player.
So I don't even think that would mesh out. But the Brooklyn one is pretty nice though. The Brooklyn one is pretty nice, but we gonna see, bro, because I don't know how much longer they gonna plan on doing this, and because like I said, Ben is away with a back soreness. I mean, he's playing his guard. I would have faked an injury too. At the end of the day, I don't want to be there, but I don't know how this is gonna play out. But it's just time to let go. Just let bygones be bygones and cut ties.
It's crazy how last year's situation with James Harden, like he had it professionally though too.
Good point.
Like you feel me? Daryl Morey, I think he was 76ers last year, right?
No, wasn't he with Houston last year before he came to the 76ers this year?
I don't know if he's doing 2 years. I don't know if it's his second year or one of them, but like James Harden, you feel me? That was a perfect example. Like he's told the team he wouldn't be there. And Anthony Davis too at one point.
That's another one too.
You feel me? Ben Simmons should be a professional because last year, I'm not saying they was bad, but they was really the number 1 spot.
Exactly.
And Ben, he had like 15 points, 8 and 8.
Yeah.
You feel me? It was just him not wanting to score the basketball in the fourth quarter, and that really blew the chances.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I said it's not all on the 76ers. Like Ben has to look in the mirror and say, I have to get better as a player. You feel me? Because you put yourself in that type of predicament. Like Perk laid it out perfectly. Like you averaged 15, 8 and 8, fam. People were comparing you to LeBron. That's a big statement right there. I'm not saying that you're LeBron. There's only one LeBron, but that's a huge statement, and you literally can do everything else besides shooting the damn ball. But we gonna see how this unveils and how this unfolds, and we're gonna leave it at that. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be more reports to come out, and whatever happens from there happens from there. But just let it go. That's all. I'm just let it go. So for my next question that I want to ask you for Eastern Conference and Western Conference, give me 2 teams from each conference that you think that people will be sleeping on this year.
Sleeping on. After last night, you feel me? I know it's been one game, but I feel like for the East, I feel like the Charlotte Hornets will be a sleeper.
I like Charlotte.
And the second team, I think people already know it's going to be a good team, but the Chicago Bulls also, because they got not 4 All-Stars, but 4 great players.
Yes, I like that.
And then for the West, sleepers, I think everybody's going to be in the same position from last year.
You think so?
Yeah, but if I were to sleep, I would say Warriors because they didn't make it last year.
Okay.
And Ja be really upgrading his game.
He's scary.
Yeah, I want to see him going far, but I feel like he'll make the playoffs again. How about you?
For the Eastern Conference, I agree with you on that Chicago one because that's where I was going. I mean, you add Lonzo, DeMar, Alex Caruso. They added many pieces around. There you go. Around Zach LaVine and Kobe White. Like they have a great squad. I'm not saying they're gonna be like a top 3 seed because Brooklyn, Miami, Milwaukee, Philly, Boston, like all of that. But they could honestly be I'd say like a 5, 6 seed, maybe. And are they doing a play-in tournament this year? I don't know if they're doing a play-in tournament this year.
I think that's their real for now on.
Oh, for real? They're doing this like for good?
I think so.
Oh wow, I did not know that.
I might be wrong though, but I think so.
Oh, okay. But yeah, definitely Chicago for sure. They definitely got much better and gave Zach LaVine some help. So it's going to be interesting to see that in the Eastern Conference and see how that plays out. That's definitely my sleeper team for sure. And for the West, who did I choose for the... Oh, I chose the Mavericks for the West. I chose them because the Mavericks haven't been past the first round since 2011 when they unfortunately beat us in the NBA Finals. And, ever since then, it's just been first round out. missed playoffs, first round out. But now they have Jason Kidd as their coach who came over from the Lakers. He helped bring back a healthy relationship between Luka and Kristaps Porzingis. So having those two guys on the same page, you don't know what type of damage that them boys could do. Like, we already know what Luka brings to the table. Kristaps just has to stay healthy. That's my main issue with Kristaps. Just stay healthy. That's all. I understand you're going to miss some games. I don't expect you to play 82 games. Like, it's hard playing 82 games. But just stay healthy and be available for when your team needs you. But those are my two sleeper teams from Eastern Conference and Western Conference.
For sure. And, like, yeah, I'm hoping Luka. I don't know if he's going to see the Clippers this year again. I hope he doesn't.
I hope he don't either.
Kawhi might be back by the playoffs, or how that looking? How that status looking?
They said most likely by the playoffs. That's what it's looking at. But you know how Kawhi is. You know how Kawhi is with his body and how careful he is with his body. So maybe he might come back, or maybe he'd be like, you know what, no, let me just sit this out and then wait till next season. I don't know though. I don't know.
I just hope Luka get out the second round or first round. I mean,
I hope so too, because they only lost to the Clippers in Game 7, 4-3. I was rooting for them to beat the Clippers. Yeah. I was rooting for them, and then that didn't go well. But I really do think that they can at least pass the first round this year. I do like that Grizzlies pick though, because Ja Morant is very scary. He's very scary. Okay. Ever since he came into the league until now, his game is just evolving and evolving and evolving. Like, he's putting the Grizzlies back on the map. The last time the Grizzlies was relevant for me is when they had what's his name? Zach Randolph, Tony Allen,
Marc
Gasol, like
Mike Conley.
That's the last time that I remember the Grizzlies being relevant. But Ja Morant is bringing life back to Memphis. So if you're a Memphis Grizzlies fan, I'm not, but I'm a big fan of Ja. Y'all should be happy that y'all have Ja Morant as y'all point guard, as y'all future point guard to come, for sure. So to move on to our next question within this podcast. So, Perk, out of, 29 teams, 30 teams in the NBA? 30 teams in the NBA. Out of all the players, you could choose one, just one. Which player are you keeping an eye on this year, and how do you think that they will do, whether they're with their old team or their new team? Like, how do you think that player would do?
I got a few, but off my top of my head, like, watching preseason, I feel like Jordan Poole might be like the most improved player of the year. Like,
you're just saying that because you seen them beat the Lakers the other night, bro.
that preseason game, them preseason games, like, I know Clay gonna come back. I don't know how they gonna adjust to that, but Jordan Poole done shocked my eyes. Like, you could tell he been putting the work in. But yeah, that's the guy I can think of right now. I like De'Aaron Fox too, but okay. I don't see, you feel me, Kings like going. I don't think they did anything special this offseason, whatever. But
I don't think so either. I think they were trying to trade Buddy Hield or something like that, and it didn't go well. But
yeah, don't sleep on De'Aaron Fox though. Like, De'Aaron Fox might be maybe All-Star. I don't know. I might be pushing it, but De'Aaron Fox's level is gonna rise up. Okay. Keep an eye on him.
Okay, for me, I would say Russell Westbrook. I'll say Westbrook because, I mean, his debut didn't go so well. He only scored like 8 points. But, like I said, it's going to take time for this team to adjust. And Russ is coming into a situation where you're not the first option or the second option. So it's going to be hard for Russ to be Russ because here's the thing. Russ can be Russ, but they won't win the NBA Finals. They won't go far in the playoffs if Russ wants to be Russ. So for that team in general, like, the word that they have to use is sacrifice. Because most of those dudes over there are on a one-year deal. Aside from LeBron, AD, and Russ. Those guys are locked in until, for the future years. But for Russell Westbrook, there's a lot of eyes looking at him this year because you couldn't win with KD. You had James Harden, that didn't work out. You had PG and Carmelo Anthony in OKC, that didn't work out. You was with Bradley Beal in Washington, that didn't work out. And now you're playing alongside LeBron James and Anthony Davis. And I truly believe, with all that I have in me, all my faith, that if anybody can figure this shit out, it's LeBron. Honestly speaking, I really believe that LeBron can figure this out because I picked the Lakers to win it to begin with. Do I like Russ being there? Honestly speaking, I don't think he's a good fit. I feel like Chris Paul, or even bringing Alonzo Ball back would have been a better fit because, they play a slower tempo type of ball. Russ likes to be aggressive and he likes to go downhill and he plays quick, which I have no problem with because Russ gives you 100% every single night. But like I said, there's going to be people looking at him each and every single night, just waiting for him to slip up like that first game and be like, "Oh, this is not going to work out. You need to get rid of Russell Westbrook. You need to trade him." But to the Lakers fans out there and to people who watch basketball like me and Perk do, it's going to take time. They're not gonna go 82-0. They're already 0-1, but they're not gonna win out the rest of the season. That's not gonna happen. They're gonna lose some games until it starts to click. But for me, it's Russell Westbrook, bro. I'm surprised you didn't say Russell Westbrook.
What numbers you see him doing this year? Like, I know the triple double was out the picture, and the big man's.
Honestly, I think he still can get the triple-double, but them points is going to go down. Because like I said, he's not the first or the second option. Those points are going to go down. The rebounds and assists, he can still do that.
Think so? With AD, LeBron?
I think so because Russ is a great facilitator and he can rebound the ball as well too. But it's just, with Russ, like, even though you do play point guard, I feel more comfortable with LeBron bringing the ball up the court rather than Russ. But I know it's going to be hard for Russ to play off the ball because that's not usually how he plays it. So I don't know how Frank Vogel is gonna, work in these rotations and these lineups and see how that works out. But I still think he can average a triple double. But those points, they're definitely gonna go down this year. So I don't know. I'm really rooting for this to work because I just want Russ to get a ring. I want Russ to get a ring. I want Carmelo to get a ring. I want those guys to get. That's all that they need to solidify their legacies. Just a ring. All you need is one. That's it. That's all that's blocking because like you said, he already got the triple doubles. He has an MVP already. Melo, we already know who Carmelo Anthony is. If you don't, then go back in history and you can go and see who he is. Exactly. Go watch some highlights from when he first came in the league. I'm gonna tell it's Carmelo. But those guys are literally missing a ring. That's it. They have everything else in the book, everything else that you can think of besides a ring. So we're going to see. So quick question before I move on to the next one. Who you got winning this? Who you got coming out the East and the West, and who's going to win it this year for your pick?
It really depends on Kyrie. Like, Kyrie, he's really the one that's blocked but for the East, I got the Nets. I think they could do without Kyrie. And for the West, Lakers, obviously. And you said who I see winning the ring this year?
Yep, getting the ring this year.
It really is on Kyrie, but talent-wise, I think Lakers might get it, but I'm a Harden fan, so I'm rooting for Harden. But I feel like the Lakers, like, with the talent they got, they might get it this year. It really depends on Kyrie, though. Like, I want to see what Kyrie's doing.
And that's a good point that you brought that up because what the Nets played the Bucks that first game, and they lost by 23. So do you think that it was more about the Bucks being like, picking up where they left off, or Kyrie not being there as to why they lost by 23, in your opinion?
I could say both because even though Harden was there, the remaining games, he only had one leg, but we can't sleep on Giannis. Like, Giannis been elevating games, like that free throw, and he was shooting a little bit in the preseason too. So I'll give the Bucks, like, and especially Giannis, they've been elevating. But yeah, maybe Kyrie not being there, that's probably why they lost. But don't sleep on the Bucks. I think they elevated their game this year.
Giannis is only 26 years old. That's the most scariest part about it. Giannis is only 26 years old. Like you said, he just keeps on getting better and better and better. And the reason why I like Giannis is because he's not afraid to shoot the ball. Unlike Ben. Fam, you're not finna go 20 or 20 every night. Like, it's rare to see somebody do that. But it's okay though. Like, as long as you're taking those shots, like, be confident in the shots that you take. You feel me? So with that, I do like that pick because I said the Nets and the Lakers as well too. But I don't know about the Nets. Because that Kyrie situation too. But I don't know, man. Because I know it's only one game. I don't want to get caught into one game, but I don't know, bro. I feel like with Milwaukee, them getting that first one, they're like, no, we could do this again.
How much they lost by again?
They lost about 23. They lost 127 to, 104 or something like that? I think it was 127 to 104, if I'm not mistaken.
And Kyrie's the only one that didn't play. That was
Kyrie was the only one that they had everybody there, but except for Kyrie Irving. So that's why I don't know, man. Maybe it still might have been the same outcome. Maybe it might have not been the same outcome. But I don't know, bro. I feel like the Bucks, like, they're like, if we could do this, we could do this again. I don't have them winning it, but I feel like they're saying don't sleep on us. Because y'all automatically choosing the Nets, so it's like, what about us? Like, y'all just going to discredit what we did last year?
Definitely seen them Eastern Conference for sure. Like, they're touching Eastern Conference.
Okay. I agree with that. I definitely agree. I think they can make it back to the Eastern Conference Finals for sure. So, to wrap up on our last subject right here, Perk, tell the people who your favorite basketball team is.
Miami Heat.
So, this is before LeBron came, right?
Definitely.
Okay, I just had to.
You feel me? If LeBron was, I would have been a Lakers fan right now. That's how you know I'm a diehard Heat fan. I'm still Miami.
Okay, I'm just making sure because I know there's gonna be some people out there be like, okay, is that before Braun or after Braun? Like, I just had to clarify that. And I'm also a Heat fan as well too, and I definitely was there before LeBron got there. So, our season tips off tonight against the Bucks, which we already done started playing already. I believe what the score is. Oh, we're winning 37-17. So, yeah, that's what we're winning 37-7. I don't expect the score to stay like this, but I'm happy with it right now. So, what are your expectations for the Miami Heat? Because mind you, last year we had people catching COVID, we had injuries, and we got kicked out in the first round. Not even kicked out, we got swept by the Bucks in the first. That left a very distasteful taste. Yeah, it was horrible. But what are your expectations for the Miami Heat with all the offseason moves? You know, we got Kyle Lowry. Markieff Morris or Marcus Morris, one of the Morris twins. We got one of them, PJ Tucker. You know, what's your expectations for this Miami Heat team this year?
Man, people forgot 2 years ago we was in the finals.
Yeah.
Without Dragic and Bam, like, in the finals. And Jimmy got 2 out of it. Mm-hmm. I expect the Heat to be at least 3rd seed. Like, that's, you feel me? If they play right, they're healthy, we should be 3 seed, like, 3 seed.
Okay.
But yeah, stop sleeping on us though. We feel me? I think we're gonna be the best defensive team. Like we got Lowry, Tucker, Butler, Bam. That's all defensive. Who are shooting guard? I think Victor Oladipo injured right now.
Yeah, Victor's still there. Good point.
Feel me? Duncan Robinson right now, arguably probably top 5 shooter in NBA right now. So I hope you don't sleep on us. But I feel like 3rd seed, we should be 3rd seed.
So when you say 3rd seed, who do you have in the first 2 seeds then?
At first, I was going to say 4th seed, but that Simmons situation, I don't think it's going to be ugly. But I got Nets or Bucks. It go either 1 or 2. Okay. But Heat, with the talent and the people around our conference, I feel like we should be 3rd seed.
So what about Boston?
I feel like we're better than Boston. Yeah. I mean, they fought hard against the Knicks last night.
They did, double overtime.
You feel me? Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, they the future of the Celtics right now. But as a whole, like starting lineup, I feel like we got the talent to be 3rd seed.
Okay, I like that. I was honestly going to say 4th seed because I feel like even without Ben, I feel like Joel's going to really step up and take on that leadership role and, you know, prevail his team to, I would say the 3rd seed. But I like the 3rd seed pick. I'll say between 3rd and 4th, but I'm still going to stick with 4th just because. But yeah, I like that though. Like you said, I mean, with Duncan Robinson being one of like the top 5 shooters, spot up shooters, honestly. Tyler Hero coming off the bench. I expect him to have a good season because last year he played like shit.
He had a good preseason too.
That's why that was preseason though. That was preseason. This is the regular. This is where it counts now. Yeah. I don't give a damn about the preseason. This is where it counts now. Last year Tyler Hero played like shit, but this year I expect a big season out of him. I expect Jimmy to be Jimmy night in and night out because we go wherever Jimmy takes us. We go as far as Jimmy takes us. Bam being the second option, being the second, you know, voice of that team. We got Kyle Lowry. Even though
he's a champion too. Kyle Lowry champion and PJ Tucker.
He is. Both of them. Yeah, both of them are both champions. I don't really like that Kyle Lowry pickup, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, he's good, but the man is 35, bro. What, we gave him a 3-year deal too? I feel like we could have given him a 2-year deal. The next year could have been a player option. But at the end of the day, we got him, and I'm grateful for it. There was probably better options. I still wanted a Bradley Beal, but I'll take Kyle Lowry. I'll take him. But I do expect us not to get swept this year in the playoffs. Because like you said, we was in the finals 2 years ago in the bubble, and Jimmy got us 2 games, literally, off of his back. The next year, we started early because it was a quick turnaround, COVID, injuries, and we got swept.
Yeah, it was ugly last season for us.
Bruh, that don't even sound right. Like, we got swept. Not even one. I would have been fine with 4-1.
Bucks definitely got they straight now.
Oh, my God, bro. They came back and kicked our ass for sure. They kicked our ass for sure, but I do expect a big season from the Heat for sure this year with all the acquisitions that we got this year. I believe that we did get better for sure. And we can compete for, you know, like you said, that 3 seed or the top seeds within the Eastern Conference. But it's gonna be tough. I'm not gonna lie, because every team that you look at in the Eastern Conference, they got virtually better outside of Philly. Because I mean, you did lose Ben, and Ben is a good player. I ain't gonna say here that he's trash. He just can't shoot. He not trash. He just can't shoot the ball. But like you said, Charlotte, Chicago, the Hawks, yeah, they went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. I still think the Celtics will still be there when it's all said and done. So there's teams there that I'll even put the Wizards in there. They got Kuzma. Who else they got from a trade?
This guy said Kuzma. Montreal Harrell.
Yeah, right. Look, bro. I ain't saying that they the best players, bro. I ain't gonna say that they're the best, but it's something, okay? Compared to what they had last year, it wasn't working with Russell Westbrook, but I feel like Kyle Kuzma can be Kyle Kuzma. You don't have to submit to a LeBron or Anthony Davis. You can play the ball that you want. That's the only reason why I'm saying that. That's the only reason why.
You gonna get Kuzma from rookie year? Well, he was like 19 points per game.
Yeah, something like you see, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. So that's why I said Kuzma can be Kuzma again.
He can wild out.
You see what happened with Brandon Ingram when he went over to the Pelicans. Lonzo too. That's why you don't have to play alongside a LeBron or Anthony Davis. You don't have to feel that pressure night in and night out. Like, damn, I gotta put on my A game, or else these boys gonna have me traded, or they gonna beat me in the locker room. Nah, bro, you good. I ain't saying play like shit now, because Bradley Beal, he an all-star. That's a player that you can come across like that, but he not no LeBron or no Anthony Davis, so you could ease up a little bit. Yeah, you can vibe out a little bit, but I do expect a big year from my Miami Heat. Like you say, you Heat fan as well too. No, don't they still got that special? What is it like? If we win again, we get like what 50% off for the Papa John's pizza.
It's still going.
That's the best part of it, bro. So hopefully they win tonight, because if they do, I don't know. I probably might do that. Maybe.
I got Tyler Hero, maybe 6th man of the year. He a candidate for me. Like, that's how good I feel about him this year. Like,
6 man.
Cause then I don't know if it was a bubble or what, but 2 years ago in the bubble, that man showed out in rookie season, and I feel like, I don't know, 6th man of the year candidate. You hearing it from me? Yeah,
because like you said, the rookie season he blew up. Everybody was talking about Tyler. Everybody was talking about Tyler Hero. Then last year came and it's like, okay, like he fell off the map. And he was even involved in some trade talks as well too. And I was like, honestly, I don't feel good about giving up Tyler Hero. I don't feel good about all of that, because they were talking about trading for Giannis and Bradley Beal, and I was like, I understand that's what comes with it, but I really like Tyler Hero. So I really expect a big year out of him. If there's anybody that I expect a big year out of on our team, it's Tyler. It's Tyler Hero. Sure. So we gonna see. We gonna see. Like I said, the season just started. Y'all see that Perkins that he fan, and he gave his East and West predictions and who's going to the finals prediction. It's going to be a great season, man. Overall, I expect a great season from everybody. I hope everybody stays healthy, because injuries are the worst part of the game. But I really hope that everybody stay healthy, and I just want to enjoy basketball. Because like I said, football ain't really going so well for me right now. I don't want to talk about that. But the Heat always come through for me. That's all I have to say. Except for last year, we're going to scratch what happened last year. We're going to leave that in the past. We're on a new page right now. We're gonna leave that alone.
I'm actually glad, like, the teams that we lost to, they went to the championship, they won the finals, whatever.
You got. 2 years. I respect them.
Yeah.
I respect the Bucks. The way that the Bucks did it, I respect them even more for how they won the championship. Like Giannis said, he could have went anywhere else, but he wanted to stay in Milwaukee in a small market team and win the championship. That's dope. That's really dope, because he really could have went anywhere else. It's Giannis Antetokounmpo. There's going to be people who's going to want Giannis.
I think he done clear everything on his resume.
Bro, if Giannis was to retire right now, he's for sure Hall of Famer in my book.
Sure.
That's first ballot off rip. He doesn't have to pick up a basketball. If he were to retire right now and doesn't pick up a basketball, he's going to the Hall of Fame. He's going to the Hall of Fame. But like you said, there's going to be a lot of more years for Giannis to come. So, and he's in that Eastern Conference with KD. KD gonna have some problem on his hands dealing with Giannis. And if he get a consistent jump shot, oh yeah, it's over with. It's wraps. It's wraps. But unfortunately, guys, this is the end of the show. Perk, go ahead and give your shout outs, man. You know, tell the people where to follow you at on social media. Tell them what you about one more time again.
What's up? I'm Perk. You can follow me on IG at PerkyPerk9, Twitter 9PerkyPerk. Like I said, I'm a manager for models in South Florida. I'm also a volleyball player. But yeah, follow me on IG, PerkyPerk9, Twitter 9PerkyPerk. And that's about it.
That's a lot of drugs in your name right there. Don't take drugs, kids, because because he said Perk, don't take no drugs.
I'm Perky because I'm smiling a lot. I don't take Perky with a K, not no C. I just come smiling. That's why.
Don't take drugs, kids. Yeah, it's with a K. It's not with a C. Don't take no drugs, kids. But hey, man, thanks to God first and foremost for making us come here, making us see another day in life. Shout out to my cousin Perk for coming on the show, man. And y'all gonna see more Perk, man, coming on. Like I said, I'm I want to make this an open round table for anybody that want to come on here. I don't care who you is. As long as you love sports and you on good vibes, slide over here. I don't care who you, like I said, slide over here. Shout out to my cousin Perk, man. Shout out to my cousin Mo for coming through once again for us, for help letting us use his shop with the technology, the visuals that y'all be seeing out there on YouTube, on Instagram, wherever it's at. Thank y'all to everybody out there who's supporting, and to everybody out there that's on y'all grind. Keep doing what y'all doing. It don't matter what nobody says. Just keep doing what y'all doing, because you never know who's watching or who's listening. Take care.